we had leaks all around these areas where we had water backing up into the shop.
Just 3 years ago, Bob Laystrom prepared to move his 50-year-old metal fabrication company out of its outdated facility in Logan Square with a leaky roof and an 80-year-old boiler system into new spacious digs in suburban Palatine. But that's when he came across a TIF-based city program called the Small Business Improvement Fund, or SBIF, aimed at helping old-line companies modify their space. And for Laystrom, it meant keeping the business in the city made sense.
They helped us spend money on things we need to do with the building. And we spent our money on buying new lasers, new press brakes, production infrastructure rather than facility infrastructure.
The SBIF grant program gives up to $150,000 to companies with less than 100 employees that are located in TIF districts to renovate or improve their facilities. Some grants are only a few $1,000s, and the average grant is around $45,000. Laystrom has taken advantage of it 3 times since 2009, spending nearly $230,000 to replace its roof, install a modern boiler system, and get new windows, among other items. SBIF has reimbursed the company for nearly half of it, helping Laystrom keep its 60 workers employed.
It's certainly helped a lot to try to get to the point where instead of having 60 people working here, we have 70 or 80.
80 of the 174 Chicago TIF districts currently use SBIF, which is on pace to give out around $11 million in grants this year to about 200 companies. That's a fraction of the hundreds of millions of dollars spent on tax increment financing projects each year, but it gives small businesses the most direct access to crucial public funding.
If they can, get a little extra help to help maintain their buildings, that's a big thing. So the highlighted areas have the SBIF funding.
Derek Walvert is the director of the SBIF program and says one of its biggest impacts these days is helping companies retain working capital, which in turn is helping some of them secure loans.
If you can cut down on your lighting costs or your heating costs, if you can actually keep the elements out, if you can really seal up your building, it can help push, a lending committee to go ahead and approve a deal that might not otherwise.
And as for the public benefit of the TIF dollars, Walvert points to companies like Laystrom that have not left for the suburbs, in part because of such incentives.
If we're going to keep industry in Chicago, we need to make sure that our old industrial buildings are able to be adaptively reused, or keep the folks they have in them. It's just an issue of floor plate size and clear spans and ceiling heights, and you help them fix their roof and that'll keep them here.